Good afternoon, everyone. I think this is just great, celebrating women, right? And successful women. This is just brilliant. A big salut indeed. But in this particular session, we're not going to only celebrate achievement of women and how to prepare them for their full potential and upscaling systems, all kind of system, educational and all public systems, into actually helping these women for their full potentials. But also, we're going to discuss the future and how well are we prepared. In specific, we're talking about the economy and the new economy. Like terms like temporary positions, independent workers, individual contractors and short-term engagements, freelancers instead of employees in the classical meaning. All of these terms actually used to alarm a lot of people. We're used to long-term, to job stability, but this is the new economy, and this is what everyone is saying is coming on the way. So all of these terms used to alarm people, households, and breadwinners. But with globalization, with the gig economy, and less job security brought on by technology or commitments to families, what do we expect? How women can redesign the current model of social policy and welfare. We should know better. As women, we should know better how to redesign the new welfare system that takes in consideration everyone's need, not only the men's need. And with this, I want to start this wonderful session with wonderful panelists. Let me first introduce everyone in each. Ms. Mitzi Larue, Minister of Family Affairs, Republic of Seychelles. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It is? Brilliant. I still have some French then. Okay. Bintou Chabi Adam Tarou, Minister of Social Affairs and Microfinance, the Republic of Benin. And of course, Her Highness Hessa Bohmaid, Minister of Community Development of UAE. So here we go. Everyone is talking about a new economic system, all right, but especially about social policy and welfare. Are we prepared? I want to hear each and every one of you how you're preparing your country, men and women, to be more into the new welfare economy, to get off the old welfare and more into self, to depend more on themselves. Your Highness.
Thank you.
Your Excellency.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. Well, definitely in the world that we are today, with the changing world, we have to prepare our people, that is women and men, for them to take the challenges of today. What we're doing in Seychelles is we are relooking at the education system, relooking at the curriculum that we have in the post-secondary, even at the university level, relooking and looking also at the demand in the country, the demand of the different professions that we need. Next is we have to try and empower more women, more young girls, also to participate in the various programs that are put in place, reskilling programs. We have other different training that we are placed there for them. We are encouraging them to participate more so that they can fulfill all the different professions that we have in the country.
Okay, like you've been studying what to come. Can you share with us, like, what kind of jobs are you expecting in the future, and are they women-friendly jobs? Or can we make the world women friendly to those jobs?
I will say that in Seychelles, women and men, I will say we are equal because we can take any job. Any job. Men can take a job that women can do.
Do the men in Seychelles say the same?
The men, no, a little bit reluctant.
All
You
right.
know, reluctant because they feel that maybe this job is men's job, but women take the challenges.
Bravo.
Okay, but actually in Seychelles we have, for example, we need more teachers. We need more teachers. We need more doctors, nurses, and all these are not only for women; they are for men as well. We need engineers. Okay, in the blue economy that we are now even growing in that domain. So we need people to work in the blue economy. And in the fishing industry, we have also women now. So we need to enlarge it because we are surrounded by ocean. So we need people in this position as well. As leaders, I will say we have definitely we will be needing more young ministers in the future because we are growing old. We need the younger ones to replace us. And as mechanics, so we have lots of job opportunities. So that is why we are relooking at the system, the education system in place, so that we can really train our people in the domain that we need in the sectors.
Okay. Your Excellency, in the Republic of Benin, how much do you still rely on social welfare? And how do you read the future of getting people off the welfare, especially women?
I'm in charge of a ministry that is called Social Affairs and Microfinance. Sometimes it is unusual that people hear about social affairs and microfinance. But there is a reason why. Social affairs concern people, family, women, children, gender, and disabled or people in determinations, poor people and old people. But why can we talk about microfinance in a social affair? If you see a microfinance as it started in India, in Bangladesh, it is for people who are poor, who have no opportunity to access to banking credit. So how can we help these people? Are we taking them into assistance, continual assistance, eternal assistance, or are we going to help them so that they go up? So that is why this ministry is created, associating social affairs and microfinance.
How would you rate the success of combining these two policies or
How do I combine it?
targets? How do you assess the success of combining them together?
Yes, the existent, there was not microfinance, but now it is a kind of innovation in Benin. Benin, that is a West African country, very secure, democratic, and we want to go ahead with poor people because we have them and they are not, they have a lot of. How to help them go ahead? It is not by giving them assistance, continually assistance, but to help them do what they want to do. That is why microfinance come to help them, because there are people who cannot eat, have food a day, a daily food. But there are people who, when they finish to eat, they have the strength to work. And that is what we wish to go, to help them do activities that can give them benefit, profit, so that we can say that we help them to autonomize, to set up and do the business and finish with poverty and go ahead through microfinance slowly.
I definitely
and
wish you
bank.
success. It seems like a very ambitious plan. Your Excellency, like we all heard about the vision of UAE, 2021, 2071, and it goes on, and it all like it's an eye opener, if you may say. But particularly in your mission as a Minister for Community Development, what are your top priorities for getting people off welfare and firmly on their feet towards a better future?
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon, good evening to everyone by now. We all had a long day. We'll make it short and crisp, but hopefully memorable. The United Arab Emirates Vision 2021 is to be among the best nations around the world. And at the heart of that, the Minister of Community Development is responsible to ensure family and social cohesion. That comes with it, taking care of all segments of the society, whether it's women, whether it's people of determination, elderly, which we call our seniors right now, all type of citizens. Among that is the people who are on our social welfare or social safety net. By the decree, and we have a law that actually identified 21 categories, which by law we are supposed to support them by giving monetary funds. Of course, this is to ensure that everyone in the United Arab Emirates is not left behind, just as we heard during the last 2 days, and most importantly with the SDGs, that no one is supposed to be left behind, and we need to ensure that everyone is involved. We got to a point that for us to achieve the UAE Vision 2021 and also the vision of 2071 to be the best nation around the world, this requires a lot of changes on the ground. One and most important would be our social welfare system. We are actually asked by the cabinet, luckily, and we have the full support of our cabinet, to go back and to review our law. The law will be more efficient. The law will ensure that everyone is capable of supporting themselves. Of course, this requires a lot of looking and digging into the current skills.
Could you explain more? Because you know how alarming it is when you say get people off welfare.
Yeah.
But then, if you don't do it, it will come in some way or another with the technology and globalization. So it's very interesting to understand the details way of it.
And we need to actually differentiate while we're talking and probably segment our social welfare beneficiary into 3 categories. So there are people who can actually join the workforce. We just need to rescale them and work with other entities to ensure that they are easily joining the workforce, which is somehow an easy part. But we also have a segment that we all know will never join the workforce for many reasons because of the different abilities. We accept all, and this category requires a different type of attention. And that's why the new law will support us in being much more flexible, but even most importantly, much more, I would say, tailor-made. People with determination will require a different social welfare than elderly, than other type of segments of people. And if you have a much flexible law that can actually be updated through different policies, will actually make us much more efficient in that. We also need to mention that there is a different type of category that can easily work, not only join the workforce, but even start their own businesses from home. And that's what's something successful that the United Arab Emirates have done. We have more than 2,400 productive families listed with us. Those families have started micro businesses right from their own home. They got the support from the government in terms of skills and training all throughout the year, but most importantly, they need a platform to ensure that whatever they produce is being sold, and therefore financially they are better off. This is what the United Arab Emirates is working right now. We're actually working with all different type of categories in the country. During the government summit, the Ministry of Community Development have launched the most creative way in revamping our social welfare. I would advise everyone to actually have a look at it. It's on the website.
Right.
It has numbers, it has scientific background, and it will help in shaping our future social welfare.
I would definitely like to know more, but I only have 3 minutes, so I have to wrap up. I have to go back to the women role here. So we all have a glimpse of the future. We don't know what it is, all right? It's going to be a new economy coming on the way, technologies and globalization. How do you see, Your Excellency, women in that frame, in that future framework? Like, are things going to be played for her benefit or add more on her plate, as has been mentioned before? And how do we prepare her to take the advantage and lessen the effects of the disadvantages?
I see that, I can see that we can, definitely we can see the bright side of it.
Okay.
We can see the bright side of it, because if we allow our people to take their destiny into their own hands, okay, sometimes people have to be, how would you say that? To know that I can do something, to believe in themselves.
To
believe in themselves and be able to take the challenges. Okay? So we have to work towards that, to empower the people to believe in themselves and to do what they think they cannot do, but they will do it. They can do it. Okay? Because, or else if we allow people just to depend on each and one another, they will never arrive to this, whatever we want to happen in the country.
Oh, right.
So we need to empower them in that direction.
Okay.
To take their destiny into their own hands.
Thank you. How do you empower, if we say, and prepare? Empower seems like a very old word now. How do you prepare women for a new shape of economy, of social life, of everything? Like, while she's still struggling with the old system, now there's a new system coming on the way.
Okay. Thank you very much. As I say, women are the most important part of the poor. And the most important also project of our country is called health insurance.
Health insurance.
For strengthening the human capital. So this project is a package of 4 services. First of all, health insurance. Then we have training. And then we have microcredit. And we think of all the time, that is a pension insurance. That is the most important project through which everybody, even women or men, in informal activities that are not organized in civil service, in administration, or employees in societies, how to lead them quietly but surely to get the insurance for health. If they are healthy, they can do activities. If they are trained, they can better what they are doing. And if they have microcredit, they can also go and better or ameliorate
Increase,
the
right. Increase
activities.
Okay.
So then,
Your Excellency, so how, any like just few ideas, how to prepare women for the new world, if I may say.
I would go back to emphasize on our educational systems, which is something very important. And when we look into enhancing our educational system, we never differentiate between gender, whether it's girls or boys, men or women. We see them all equal. We just need to ensure that our people are well skilled and prepared for the future. And luckily, we've got not even one ministry, we've got plenty of ministries on the cabinet working on this topic. By ensuring that our people are up to date with the best skills and best jobs out there, and that our educational systems are supporting that, we can ensure that the future of our people will be very futuristic and will be very fruitful.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your ideas and expertise as well. I wish you all the best for all the countries, indeed. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.